Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno 1800 and back to Madison, our funeral city. Back to lots of sea mines and land mines and whatnot. I'm really scared of the ocean right now. I gotta say that. We don't know where sea mines are. It's actually also the first time that I've encountered AI using sea mines, which is just awesome, I think, because of course it adds a lot of danger to the oceans, and especially here the Admiral is planting quite a lot of them, so I'm very cautious on where I put my ships here. There is a problem though with that, of course, and that is that my trade routes will be permanently damaged in this area. No idea how we can really counter that yet. A lot of my trade routes are without ships for now. We do have the clay one, we do have the cotton one, we do have the grain that is once again without one, but I do have a new ship that is going to be on this trade route. Some of you have been suggesting that I could also just take the bricks from the new world, from Tombola, over to the old world there too. And that is totally right. That is actually a valid option, especially since Tombola is rather easy to reach, right? So it's over here. The pirate has no chance really of destroying my ships because they're out so quickly again. I do have only one clay deposit here though, right? We are capped on bricks, yes. River of Stars would be the more valuable location for that. The problem though is that not only the pirate but also Princess Ching are at the moment at least dominating this. The one thing that I could do is I could go with ceasefire with the pirate. That could be an option with Sean. That would give me a bit of room to breathe in the new world, so I can go ahead and at least take back domination of the corridor, because against Princess Ching I think we can very well sustain. Yeah, well, these are the options that I have right now for military stuff. For this channel there, no idea yet. The Admiral is also getting the first steamships out, the Ironclad, one of the lower military class ships that you can have for steamships, but it's out there and it's scaring the hell out of me because we basically have nothing to counter for that, right? So I need to counter that. How can we do that? Steamships it is. Now for steamships we do have the money, right? We don't have the resources yet, because one more thing that I need for steamships is steam motors, and these are tricky because steam motors do need brass, and brass does what need? Well, oh wait a second, we actually took in a share here. Yes, we can take this one. That's a share. And by the way, wait a second, 490k, then I could go ahead and purchase a share here. 470k, that's 700 value, that is 700 value, so that would be approximately the same, because I'm also in the business, of course, of investing a bit more into my opponents. Now, we do need zinc and copper. Where do we have that? Nowhere. That's the problem. Only here. In Aurea, I have one zinc and one copper deposit. It's workable. Okay. Yep, it's workable. All right, we can do this. The Spectacle Factory will not be possible though, right? So the copper and the zinc are only producing 2 per minute, which is not that much. That means I can only have 2 brass smelters. That means 2 brass per minute here right now in production that we can do. So the 2 brass, which once again leads me to about 2 steam motors. With a bit of boosting we could make 3 motors per minute. Doesn't sound so much. It's a start though, at least. So what we're doing here, I think I've just finished, yep, a Royal Galleon. Let's get this one over and let's get the copper and the zinc rolling, right? This one needs reinforced concrete and bricks. So the reinforced concrete and bricks we are going to get over. Also, of course, some steel beams, which is, yeah, we have plenty of that really. Let's get some windows and let's get some reinforced concrete over here to Aurea there too, so that I have all the resources that we will need for this endeavor. And then, of course, a trade route that is going to push the zinc and the copper over to Madison. While that is happening, I think the bicycles are looking really fine there now, and the other resources are looking okayish. We destroyed a pirate ship, that's always good, right? And there we also have this one here that I need to activate again, right? It was inactive here, that clipper, and it's starting its work again. Very important, because there's the hops and the furs, and we need both of them. And the saltpeter, of course, for our advanced weapons. I should be able to upgrade a few more. I am. Perfect. So let's go into a bit of city development here. There is a couple more workers that I can get out there. There you go. Oh, and this one, of course. You don't take... You know, take handle. Don't take my shares here. Absolutely not. Let's get the workers and these workers here. Yep, we can still afford this just fine. And perhaps also, I would like to have it around the center, of course. And a couple more here. Boy, that's really close. And it's working out. Perfect. And then we can also go ahead and upgrade us a few more workers to artisans. We have the workforce. Just go ahead. These guys. These guys. It's just so much more expensive though getting those artisans out there. And I think that should be one of the last ones now. Perhaps this one too. That's it though for now, right? We do have enough. We can also go ahead and have us a nice little paved road here. So in the center at least, that this whole area is looking a bit more civilized now. Right. There you go. And next step would be my brass production. That is my brass smelters. I'm already electrifying everything here. By the way, we are running out of coal. Is that right? Do we already boost them? And we do have... In Totenkopf, I have still one available there, but I will need some bricks for that as well. Let's just get us a few bricks over to Totenkopf so I can also boost my coal. We already should have a coal trade route. There it is. Just fine. And I think also for now, my rum and Kautschuk traders are looking rather safe. Right, so if I do the same thing, of course, here, the cotton trade route has a bad history. Going from Madison to Totenkopf, then over to River Stars, which is just insane, really. Holy cow. And back again, Totenkopf and Madison. And no idea why this one is here at the moment, Distant Forest. I never really clicked on Distant Forest, yet the trade route wants me to go there. I'm going to delete this once more. It could also be that I'm a bit bad right now at this, no idea, but it seems to me the trade routes are a bit buggy and I haven't experienced this yet. So it very well might be a mistake that I can't see right now, why they are bugging out so easily with the routes. What we need here now in Madison, nope, in River of Stars is our cotton. Oh, we have lots of that, right? 4 times. And then I will need to unload them in Madison. The problem though is that the ship will not dock in Totenkopf if there's nothing to unload or load, right? So in Totenkopf we do need to do something at least. So I will just say please load cotton in Totenkopf and please do this here as well, right? So I think with this it will dock in Totenkopf at least and try to load goods. Of course they're not there, but it at least tries it. We don't have a ship for that yet, so I will need to wait. Are we actually building one? There it is. Now we're building one. And for more ships, I need sails, right? So it's not the weapons right now, but the sails that are limiting us there a bit. There you go. And here we can now have, finally... And I actually have my... I was already reserving the space here, right? Or one of my warehouses. There you go. This one, of course, will need some expansion then of its hops. Just over here, tiny bit. And then we can use this one for the zinc. There you go. And this is workers here, but not a lot of workers, right? So this can work just fine. And then we have the copper on the other side of the island. With a bridge, of course, nothing can ever be easy. So we do need to build as a bridge, another 3k that I need to invest here. And then we can just have our warehouse and a copper mine. So that is a pretty important step here. We could boost this by 50%. Yeah. And 50% possible. The workers are still happy enough. There might be a riot. Then we just place a police station close to the factories. But I think we should be golden for now. So that's a bit more now that we can produce here, right? I think my clipper will not do. A bit... Clipper's definitely too busy there. Is there any ship for sale? A flagship would just do fine, really. Let's take the flagship. And let's also... Oh, yeah, there's just a clipper. Let's also purchase some bricks here, right? Do you have any item for sale that might be interesting? This is a pretty cool one. So income per house is 50%. That could help us out. Ironworks and foundries productivity is reduced, but their negative attractiveness penalty is also reduced. And this is going to help me a lot once we start building up the attraction. For now, though, most of these items are really only for steamships. Right, so I can't really do anything there. Let's get the flagship now to Madison. It's a fast, small ship, and it's just perfect for this one trade route that we need here between Aurea and Madison, and that is really all about copper and zinc. And that's it, right? And one ship will be perfectly fine with this. Langoustine, my flagship, is being called.
Flagship at your service.
Interesting. And we're producing 3 per minute now of these goods, right? So that's fine. It will not be more than 50 tons. So I guess in this case here we can make this work. Meanwhile, a winged monkey is arriving in Totenkopf. So here we can now use those goods to boost my coal production. We already have this coal mine and this coal mine, and then we have this limestone there. Let's build another warehouse here to shorten the transit times. And after all, right, it's cheap anyway. So by now we can easily afford these buildings. Let's just check this one out. Here in Totenkopf, it's not really possible boosting this too much. The problem here will be that the workers are not so happy. We could try and boost them with a church, and this would give me the opportunity of increasing that value a bit. So let's just try this one out. I should have everything for the church here. Let's get these people over. Right, and actually we could also do it here. Let's get the workers closer to the center there in general. For the ones that I would like to have being workers then. And this area just beside the pub, I mean perfect area for church, right? Let's just have the church right here in the center. This will boost now the happiness of the workers just fine to 17. So now we can afford the productivity penalty that we have there, right? And we still have a content population. I could try the same thing for the mine here. Let's just do this too. It's dangerous though. It is dangerous, but it is necessary. We still have a content population, and they're working overtime now for us. This is now coming over to Madison.
Was destroyed.
And here we have another Royal Galleon, the Flying Dodo. The Flying Dodo is now going to be my experiment. Off you go. Trying the cotton trade once more. Trying to revive this somehow. And I still have another Royal Galleon available. Let's get this one back home there again. By now, yep, the first zinc and copper is in. And this will be our brass opportunity now. For that, however, I do need to do a couple of things. First, I'm moving the weapon factory a bit. So let's just see. Nice. Look at how far electrification goes up to this point here. So my whole brass industry will be possible having electricity, right? So I can have a complete block here, and it will be fully electrified. And let's just use paved roads for this one completely. This is possible because of one tile there. Perfect. So that's the brass. And then we have the steam motors. They require electricity. So it's pretty important that we place this one in a good location. Let's move the weapon factory down here a bit so I can start my motor assembly line. And since we are boosting them as well, let's just do the math. We can build 2 brass smelteries with 1 zinc mine, but since I'm boosting that by 50%, I can build another one. So that's 3 brass smelters that I can have in this area. And 3 brass smelters are perfect for 3 motor assembly lines, right? So if we boost them completely there as well, also with the electricity then as well. So let's just get us 3 on the way for now. Let's get us 4 on the way so that we have a bit of a buffer there. Get this one around, and yes, perfect. Everything here is boosted and electrified as well. There's going to be a warehouse over here, and that should be enough. Let's try and build the first 2. They're expensive, by the way, so this is going to cost us here once again quite a lot. Just the brass, really. And then the warehouse, right? So that's a bit here. They're getting boosted. Actually, I don't think I need 3. I only need 2 because they will produce more anyway. And let's also upgrade these warehouses there, as some of them are quite overloaded. Alright, with the coal, meanwhile, I hope that the coal is coming in. We can also build some depots here in Totenkopf that I would like to have. And as we can see, there's lots of coal in here now. I hope that my coal trader is doing it. The rum trader at least is docking in Totenkopf, even though there's nothing here in it, right? But I am not so sure that this is how it usually behaves. Yeah. Look at that. This, unfortunately, is just so messed up. And I have no real solution to that. Let's just try to push them further over. Now it seems to be taking the route. Yeah, it's all about that channel here. Alright, this is looking good. There was no damage on the ship now. Alright. And Anne Harlow, how long do you still like me? 15 minutes. 15 minutes is an awfully short time. Huh. Alright. Right, how is it looking now? The brass are working right. They're working at 200%, so they will definitely run out of the zinc and the copper there, I think. Let's build us a one motor assembly line for now. The first one of many. Once again, it's increasing the pollution a bit on my island with the -10, but we will have some measures to counter that soon. And it needs steel and brass to fully work. Now, the brass will be coming in. There it is. Steel, on the other hand, is a bit of a problem right now because of the coal. So I hope that once the coal is fully in, we will no longer need to do anything here. I could... Yeah, the 50%, I'm not doing that really. Let's just wait it out because I think we have enough coal now for all of that. And we're, of course, also already using the coal on that. There's still one more option that I have, and that is boosting electricity to the coal mine here. And that I can do how? Well, by basically having some paved roads going all the way to that side. And this should, yep, perfect, there you go, add electricity. So this coal mine here is working now at 250% efficiency. And let's also upgrade that warehouse here so that it can take the additional coal that is coming out here. Now look at that. There's the trucks flooding out now with the coal there. Right, it's really producing a lot. And I hope that is doing something. Where do we have the other ones? The other ones are far away though. This one we can electrify, right? This one is possible because we do need a power station here anyway. That is for the steamship yard, right? And for that, let's prepare this one too. That is this one here. And that I will need somewhere here in the area. And I'm also planning my docklands in this area at some point, right? Because we do need the docklands, let's face it. So what I can do is I can move those shipyards, the small ones, into this area where we have some minor defense. So at least in Madison, I do have some additional protection, right, that we can use. And by the way, a pier will not be possible here because I need that space for the sand mine, the fisheries, and my shipyards, basically. And a pier just takes away too much space there. And I have my... very good. This is working perfect. And by the way, let's build them. They're cheap and I don't want to run out of fish. And then we have the shipyard here. So there I've got my 3 shipyards now. All connected. And all hopefully working then as well. Let's start by building 2 more privateer warships. Let's make it 3 privateer warships. Out they come. We have enough sails again. That's good to see. And then we have the harbor defense. Where should we move them? The attacks could be coming from anywhere, but I have my defense over there, right? So if there's an attack, it's coming from here. So we're just going to push my harbor cannons a bit further to that side, and thus my whole defense. Like so. And this doesn't even cost me so much. So 1008, that's fine. And boom, we have a lot of space available all of a sudden. And this one I can use now for my steamship yard. Let's also have my... where should we have my repair crane? This is where I want to have a pier. This little puzzle. Always these puzzles there. Let's actually move it over there for now. So I can move my... Because I want to have the steam shipyard as far away as possible, so we have a bit of room here to work with for the docklands, right? So I can already place the main building there, I guess. Somewhere here then. Right, so that I can make this one work. And it should be close where ships are docking. So let's really have it just here for now. We can get rid of that again later. Got this, I've got this, and this one just needs electricity now. And for that, we do need a proper location, of course. And you name it where it is going to be where the school is right now. It just has to be here, because this way it can reach the coal mine, and this way it can reach the steam shipyard if I'm paving the road here. So if I'm doing that, we should be able to reach it now. There you go, perfect. The school unfortunately needs to move there. Where should we move the school? Probably in here, right? There's 2 artisan buildings right now. And those 2 artisan buildings we can move if I can get rid of some farmers. Let's delete those farmers there. Now I can move those workers up and those artisans down here. I can always easily delete some farmers, right? But artisans, not so much. There we have the school now. In order to extend its range, I'm going to pave the road a bit in my city. So these areas there. Right. And should we keep the ornaments there? I think we can keep them here. Yes, just fine, really. And I'm going to have then my power plant here, my power station, that goes then right through this road there. Now, of course, there will be a problem here because these engineers will not have a road connection now. So we do need to fiddle around here a bit. And these attack messages, that's my first Royal Galleon in a while that is actually coming in right now. And just look at that. Just look at Sean. The Royal Galleon is not fast enough, unfortunately, is it? Look, yeah, it's really, really slow. Sean is gathering his fleet. That is slowing him down. And look at that as well. Princess Ching and Sean are actually colliding with each other. So they do have a bit of a problem there. No idea what kind of ship that was destroyed right now. Yeah, my Royal Galleon is going down. Sean is destroying it. So in order to do something here, we do need to get a ceasefire with Sean. There's no way around that. I can't have my ships here. Nor can I fight Sean. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So we do need to have ceasefire with the pirate. That is the most important thing that we can do there right now. Okay, by moving the engineers here to the back of the power plant, we can afford building now the power station here. And okay, it did not make it. Nope. So the cargo ship is gone for now. A steam cargo ship will do it though, I think. So that is we're on the verge of that. So it's going to be fine. Hopefully once we have steamships. There we have the connection then to the power station. And here we also make some paved roads to extend the reach of this power plant. Now I never said that the beauty is going to be the focus of the city, and you can see this quite notably here, right? Where we just have that. We can still though add a bit of an entrance here to this area, right? And have at least some ornaments left and right. I think we have now some proper ornamentation there with the engineers. I don't think we have unlocked it yet. Flower beds there, perhaps. Something like that. So at least that this is a little plaza that we have there, right? We could get rid of the artisan and build us a fountain. No idea. We will need to get rid of the pub here soon anyway, once I've upgraded most of them. That's another step then. Alright, how much oil do I have? We are capped on oil. I should upgrade that. Let's build the power plant first though. There you go. My second power plant in Madison. And this one is pretty powerful now because it's boosting my engineers. That's one of its primary goals. It's providing electricity to my steam shipyard and to the docklands. And it's also providing electricity to my coal mine up here, thus increasing our coal production once more.
Ship under attack.
And there's the train coming already. Let's make the junction here and here. Now this whole area should receive its electricity. There you go. And perhaps here also some more paved roads. Materials are missing. Alright. No can do for now. More on that later, I guess. Stay tuned.